Yeah, Taneezy TV is in your ears. So pay close attention. Relax, let me ease your mind. Sit back and recline, enjoy this ride. I'm about to get deep. You're now tuned in to Taneezy TV. Taneezy TV. Joe Biden, the 47th Vice President of the United States. He was in office from January 20th, 2009 until January 20th, 2017. But who is Joe Biden? Born on November 20th, 1942, in the city of Scranton, Pennsylvania. His birth name was Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. His parents were Catherine Eugenia Biden, and his father was Joseph Robinette Biden Sr., a car salesman. According to different sources, the Bidens moved to Delaware in 1953, and that's where young Joe Biden Jr. attended Archmere Academy as a standout quarterback, wide receiver, and halfback. He received his BA in 1965 from the University of Delaware. From there, he graduated from Syracuse Law School in 1968. From 1968 to 1970, he was a defense attorney in Wilmington, Delaware. At the young age of 29, young Joe Biden was elected to be the U.S. Senator from Delaware. And then he was sworn in 1973, and he served office all the way until 2009. Please allow me to rewind time. In 1972, he married his wife, Jill Biden, in 1977, and they are still married to this present time. Although he had a very successful career between 1972 and all the way to 2009, he also had a lot of pain and a lot of setbacks. One of the very first tragic incidents happened in 1972 with his first wife. His first wife's name was Nelia Hunter Biden, and she was driving in a vehicle with her kids, and unfortunately it was a tragic car accident that killed herself and her daughter, Naomi. Do you know in 1987, Joe Biden actually ran for president to become president for 1988, but he had to drop out of the race within 3 months because due to allegations of plagiarism and his old academic record. Then in 1988, he had a serious surgery repaired to his aneurysm, and but it was a successful surgery. So it wasn't an easy ride for Joe Biden. He actually earned his position because he had a lot of tragedies, such as his wife and his daughter and that infamous car accident. And then also he had a serious brain aneurysm in 1988. But he did still hold it down between 72 and 2009. And that's what gave him the nod from Barack Obama to become the Vice President of the United States. And he held that position for 2 terms. Now let's fast forward to 2020. Now, Joe Biden wants to be the 2020 President of the United States. However, there are two things that's haunting him. One is the infamous crime bill in 1994. The 94 crime bill introduced a law that made the population of prisons blow up. The infamous, the most devastating 3 strikes law. This 3 strikes law made it to where the third offense, it didn't matter if it was a felony or misdemeanor. So basically, you can just be going to the store and shoplift, and then you get 25 years to life. Or some crooked cop knows that you have this 2 strikes, and he can just plant something on you. Now you're doing 25 to life. Numbers don't lie. Now, you can look at this chart and see how all men, 1 out of 9, will likely go to prison. But then when you look at when it goes break it down to race, white men, 1 out of 17, will only go to jail, while a black man, 1 out of 3, will go to prison. So as you can see, when this crime bill was introduced in 94, by 95, it blew up. And then each year, the numbers just kept rising. Which leads us to the Breakfast Club interview that I think is the second and most deadly thing that will mess him up for the 2020 campaign. In this interview, Charlamagne asks him, hey, so all these other groups are getting these different tangibles, and I'm paraphrasing what Charlamagne said. He said, so what are you going to do for black people? Instead of answering the question, he talks about the crime bill. And without any hesitation, he goes on a full rant without even answering the question, basically how the crime bill had a legislation on there where it banned AK-47s and all these different other little laws. But he just basically don't take any responsibility for the 3 strikes law. No matter if he opposed it or not, you still voted for it and put it on the bill for the Congress to pass it. So you were responsible for that, Joe Biden. Just the arrogance he showed turned me completely off. That was the main thing in the interview that really made me mad, besides the thing I'm about to say now. Then the last part of the interview, which will definitely shut down his 2020 campaign. Then he states the dumbest statement that'll bury not just him, but the whole Democratic Party. He states in a very arrogant manner, if you don't vote for me, you aren't black. Wow. Who are you to determine who's black and who's not? These type of statements and not having any kind of tangibles for your black voters will destroy the Democratic Party. And we have no sympathy if you don't have nothing for us on our table. You cannot lump us in with all these other groups. Our people have suffered many years in this country through slavery, Jim Crow, and all these redlining laws and all these other unwritten laws. And you want us to just vote for you without giving us any tangibles? Get the hell out of here. The Democratic Party can go to hell. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and comment.